Hey, what's up everyone? This is John from the House of Randomness, the channel where I don't even know what I'm going to do next. Today, I'm going to focus on iconic figures we lost long ago and to show how much time has passed, how old they would be if they were still with us. To create a timetable, let's focus on someone who is still alive as of this broadcast. This year, Betty White celebrated her 99th birthday and will be celebrating her 100th in January. Do you know who else would have turned 100 next year? Legendary actress Judy Garland. In fact, Judy was 5 months younger than Betty White. This year, legendary actor and comedian Bob Newhart turned 92 years old, meaning he was born in 1929. Several historic figures were also born in 1929, including civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. Also in 1929, First Lady Jackie Kennedy. And believe it or not, Anne Frank. In fact, can you believe Anne Frank was actually a month older than Jackie Kennedy? Speaking of Jackie, her husband John F. Kennedy, who was the first president born in the 20th century, would have turned 104 this year. His three successors were all older than him. Lyndon Johnson would have turned 113, and Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, who were both born in 1913, would have turned 108. Hard to believe, but 90 years ago was 1931. TV veterans William Shatner, Marla Gibbs, and Barbara Eden were all born that year. But do you know who else would have turned 90 this year? The poster child for teen angst, James Dean. Marilyn Monroe was born on June 1st, 1926, which would have made her 95 this year. Can you believe she was just 6 weeks younger than Queen Elizabeth? The king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, was born on January 8th, 1935. 9 months before Dame Julie Andrews was born, which means Elvis would have turned 86 this year. In 1940, the man, myth, and legend Chuck Norris was born, which makes him 81. Chuck was born the same year as another martial arts icon, Bruce Lee. Also born in 1940, former teen idol Ricky Nelson, and of course, the voice of a generation, John Lennon. Two music pioneers were born in 1945, which would have made them 76. Bob Marley, who introduced the world to reggae, and soul singer Donny Hathaway. In fact, Donny was just 2 months younger than Dame Helen Mirren. Now let's take a look at some of the members of the infamous 27 Club. Rolling Stone Brian Jones and guitar legend Jimi Hendrix both would have turned 78 this year as they were born in 1942. Janis Joplin and the Doors' Jim Morrison would have been 1 year younger, turning 77. Nirvana's Kurt Cobain was born in 1967 and would be 54. Former teen idol Jonathan Brandis of Sequest fame would have turned 45, and Amy Winehouse would have turned 38. If you really want to see a generation gap, check this out. Kourtney Kardashian was born the same year as Aaliyah, 1979, meaning Aaliyah would have turned 42 this year. Finally, let's take a look at a few performers who would have turned 50 this year. Born in 1971, Lisa Lopez of TLC fame, rapper Tupac Shakur, and the queen of Tejano music, Selena. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of random facts video. If you want more content like this, please let me know in the comments below, or if you just want to see more cat videos, you can let me know that as well. As usual, please like and subscribe below, and don't forget to click that bell so you can find out what other random content I'm going to post next. Also, if you really want to go above and beyond in supporting this channel, there is a Patreon page, and the link is in the description box below. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Disclaimer: if you're watching this video in 2022, just add a year to everything I just said.